Hi, I'm zproff. I'm retired, disabled, and old for Pokemon. I've had 2 successful careers in my life already, and now it's time to try my hand as a Pokemon content creator. I've enjoyed streaming my gameplay on Twitch and yapping incessantly in chat and on Discord.
zproff, you need to chat less. I mean, half of your messages.
I also want to start making videos that review ROM hacks. This video is the beginning of that journey, and I want to use it to share my approach in reviewing Pokemon games. I found this community years ago by searching for Pokemon challenges in order to make the base games more challenging. I've loved all the content I've consumed by creators like Peachow and many others. I hope I can contribute to their community in a positive way. My philosophy in reviewing Pokemon games is to rate them by how well they provide challenging gameplay. That might seem obvious, but there are a few criteria for games that I want to talk about more specifically. Number 1. Pokemon games are better when they allow for role-playing within the game. For example, I played Pokemon Yellow Legacy by Smith Plays, limiting myself to the information my character would know. The in-game Pokedex had a lot of data, including movesets. I looked at Gym Leader and Elite Four teams in the documents because my character in-game could reasonably be expected to know that information. However, for the likes of Giovanni and other Team Rocket characters, there's no reason for my character to know anything about what they have, and going in blind makes absolutely the most sense and was a ton of fun. I hope to create a full video review of Pokemon Yellow Legacy on this channel, and I will rate it highly based on its challenging gameplay that doesn't require additional non-gameplay resources. This brings us to number 2. I do not enjoy using damage calculators. At the time of this video, Platinum Kaizo is coming out
March 15.
It's maybe going to be the best iteration of a spreadsheet and calc game that we've ever seen. However, streamers know this to be true. People tune out for the long calc sessions and tune in for the battles, and especially the steers. The success of the Drayano Gauntlet
This is the Drayano Gauntlet.
was partly due to the requirement not to use damage calculators.
I'm hardcore nuzlocking them all without a damage calculator.
I prepared to meet a game on its own terms. My casual run of Run and Bun found me going back to the spreadsheet and calc for the next excellent puzzle every time. Platinum Kaizo is going to be a lot of fun, even though it's probably going to make me sit in front of a damage calculator instead of playing the game. A game I'd like to shout out for handling this much better is Elite Redux. The game has an in-game calculator that tells you a lot of information, and I think this works very well in a roleplay setting. When I review games, I will be considering how much time they make me spend outside the game in order to figure out how to move forward. I hope to review Platinum Kaizo and Elite Redux on this channel. This brings us to number 3. Borrowed strats don't hold my interest. I'm sure I could beat Blue Kaizo if I took the time to learn how to set up dig strats, but that simply doesn't hold my interest. I love the players who sit for hours to solve a demon battle armed with their trusty spreadsheet and calc, and I love the players who follow in their footsteps through the breach to figure out the next puzzle. I hope to join in that pursuit someday. However, there's no challenging gameplay in borrowing strats from other nuzlockers, and it's a break in the roleplay. Number 4. Quality of life features and modern mechanics are important, but not necessary. It's extremely possible to make fun, challenging games that don't include quality of life and modern mechanics. However, my default philosophy is that gameplay is better when the player has what I've come to think of as modern nuzlocking Tools. Rare candies, repels, hard level caps, the physical special split. All of these are important, but not necessary. Game design is as much art as science, and I trust game designers to deliver their vision, but my preference is a Pokemon game that has modern, nuzlocking tools. Finally, I want to talk about theme. An example of a game with a theme would be Sippy Cup Sapphire by Pinky J98. In this game, you're limited to only baby Pokemon. I love this and will rate games that land this theme, especially with roleplay, very highly. Let's recap. I'm zproff, and I want to review Romhacks. The overall pursuit is challenging gameplay. In this pursuit, we like to roleplay within the game. Using a damage calculator is not gameplay, even if it is challenging. Borrowing strats is not challenging, even if it does allow for more gameplay. Quality of life and modern mechanics are important, but not necessary. And theming the game, here I'm going to shout out Ren Hergade Platinum, is a huge bonus. I hope there's room in this community for promoting and playing games that have more challenging gameplay, in addition to ones that are insanely challenging calc puzzles. My next video will be a full review of the Nuzlomizer, the excellently balanced randomizer made by KH the Black Quill. Please subscribe so you can see this video when it comes out, along with my other upcoming reviews. Alright, lecture over. Office hours in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions. Calculator.